I try my best to look at subject areas where Pasifika learners do not actually have any knowledge or foreground about it. So what I do is use non-Pasifika topics and see if they can actually apply what they have in their lives into the learning they currently look at. I also emphasize and strengthen their learning through conceptual mapping and making sure they understand the key words both in their own language as well as in the English language. And I also support it by encouraging them to write information and answers in their own languages if it helps them to actually develop things further. That way it ensures that it's a twofold process. They can get to understand what they're trying to say, and then all they need to do is just look at translation later on. They find it quite exciting because Pasifika learners enjoy doing lots of activities, enjoy doing a lot of literacy activities and enjoying games or challenges. They have a tendency to lean towards it much more easier. They especially enjoy not so much closed activities, but graphic organisers, which encourages them to scaffold themselves through the learning effectively. Here at the school I'm currently attending is the practice of solo taxonomy, and through solo taxonomy the students have come to a greater understanding that they can break down the information to achieve an excellence answer through the extended abstract avenues rather than just staying at the same old unistructural or multistructural focus. For me, I think personally, it's important to realise that parents are on the same journey as their children. A lot of migrant groups or migrant parents have a tendency to come in, they just put their child in education and then pray to God that they will be successful or not. But they don't actually clearly know how to support their child through the NCEA program or having an understanding of the New Zealand curriculum. So what we do here as a team of teachers and as individuals as well, we take that parent on the journey with the child. So making sure they do know that teachers speak, knowing the jargon, knowing what NCEA means, knowing how a child needs to look for so many credits and that it means that it's either an excellence, merit or an achieved level he needs to gain. Also, I think the other key thing is that we support parents by having regular meetings with community groups. Here at Southern Cross, we have the Cook Highlands community, the Samoan community and Tongan communities who are meeting on a regular basis and bringing in their questions regarding learning, regarding achievement, and that way they can communicate in their own language, and they will have a specialist teacher here to assist in explaining the needs or the requirements of the question they have. The transition of subject areas or learning areas into high school becomes quite essential and fundamental for a lot of Pasifika people. And when they realise that schools do offer learning areas which support their child already, they're not going to go too far. With that transition, we've seen one student who's actually been able to skip from year 9, instead of doing year 9 Spanish, has come directly into year 10 Spanish, purely because they had a knack for the language. They were excited, they learnt a lot, so we immediately assessed the student and put him straight into year 10 rather than beat around the bush, making him go through fundamentals again. Some of the development now is looking at continuing this program and ensuring that the transition and making sure we're assessing our students to the correct level so that we can accommodate their learning and make sure we're up with the game for them, because we do not want to be controlling their learning. They should be the individuals controlling their learning.